Hello, cartoon collectors. So I got this model just because it's called a Honda Today. I don't have this casting. But it turns out this model is from a cartoon that I've never heard about. It's called You're Under Arrest. And it's about two patrol cops riding around in a Honda Today. And I guess I'm reading this off Japanese nostalgiccar.com, by the way. It's some sort of manga, cartoon, Japanese word for cartoon, and they're always chasing around. They have the motocompo in the back of the thing, and I guess there's just a lot of cool car chases and stuff like that. So it's quite interesting. I'm gonna have to try to see if I can find this on YouTube or something like that, but I've never heard of it. So quite interesting. So let's take a look at this. It's obviously very popular because there's a photograph of a real car. I'm sure someone just took their car and made it look like this cartoon, because I don't think a police car is going to run wheels like that, but it looks pretty neat. Alright, let's get this, let's look at the box here. So I'm going to guess these two characters on the box are from that cartoon show, and then I don't know, maybe this is a production company or something like that. Kodansha, could be that. Alright, and then what's Hobby Shop BEJ? Oh, this is actually a hobby store. There's a map of where to go to get to it. I can't read any of that. Japanese Rail, that's all I know. 2004. Alright. So, let's get this guy open. They have a nice little plastic wrap there to help protect the plastic body of the car from getting all scratched up, because paper is actually abrasive. Alright, so if I could focus, those chrome wheels are really throwing it off. Those are your standard 5-spokes by ChoroQ. The riding stance isn't too bad, actually, for something from 2004. So you got the police printing and this black paint there. The black paint separation isn't so great. It's too bad. Going to the front, got silver lights, a crazy neon, well, chartreuse yellow or something, lights and license plate. Would have been cool if there was some numbers there, like a plate number. This little hood scoop is actually printed on. It's not physically molded. I don't know if this opens. No. It's got a weird bulge here in the windshield, and then it's got the wiper blade molded in as well. You can kind of see the motor through the smoked plastic. The police lights are nice, very, very translucent red. This side looks the same. And then we have an opening trunk, but the trunk has turbo.nox printed on it. I have no idea what that would be. M-Power? Sorry, let me focus better. Yeah, that's as good as it gets. And then a painted black rear window, it seems. The taillights are painted, but they're also molded, so that's kind of nice. It's weird there's nothing printed here, or no sticker. Would be nice to have. And then, I don't know, that's not even worth looking at. There's nothing even in there. It's just why is there even a slot in that window? That's another weird mystery, because there's nothing else in the box. Strange. That's a weird gimmick. It just, detracts from the model. The thing doesn't even shut properly. I would rather have no rear opening, because then I wouldn't have to look at this, right? It's too bad. Alright, so that's that. Standard construction, screw in the front, tab in the back, and then the tires are still pretty soft from 2004. Okay, let's look at a couple other cars, I guess. Yeah, I wish it didn't have that trunk. I gotta say, these photographs in the back, that's awesome. That's a cool looking car. Very cool. Alright, I have a Kyosho. It's a Honda City. Now, a Honda City I don't think was a K-Class car, but this thing was a K-Class car, so it only had a 550cc or 660cc inline 3 or an inline 2. So those are small engines. And this thing was made, and the real ones were produced between 1985 and 1998. Alright, so that's what I have for that. I do have a modern K-Class vehicle. It's a Honda Life Diva, and this is made by a brand called Toyosha. So, more modern K-Class vehicles actually have grown. It's actually is bigger than this other classic Honda that is not a K-Class vehicle. And then if you're unaware of K-Class cars, here's a Toyota Hiace, just to give you an idea of how small a K-Class is. They look like vans, but they're really miniature vans. Oh, sorry. Let's pull out these guys and get some cartoon vehicles up here. So here's a Honda Element. If you're in the western part of the hemispheres, you might know that one. Or Honda Odyssey as well. These have 3D printed wheels on them. And this Honda Life does as well. So those are just some civilian Hondas. We'll pull out some police cars since we have the police theme going. So here's an Isuzu Bellet police car. Same type of livery. But we'll do some different countries here. Here's an Alfa Romeo. So it's Italian police. Italian police in style would be this Gallardo. And I have some alloy wheels swapped on that guy. If I go American style, we have the Beverly Hills Police SUV. Let's get these guys out. We have the Miami-Dade SUV, Florida. And then a New York Police Department sedan. Alright, that's it. Plenty of comparisons, right? So as much as I like this car in real life, and I just kind of feel the cartoon is ruined by this rear trunk. If there was like a Moto Compo motorcycle in the back of that trunk, then I would be pretty happy. But just having a nothing, it just seems unnecessary to even do that. It really detracts from the overall look of the model, having these giant gaps. Wow. But keep in mind, it is a toy, you know. A young kid, a 5-year-old kid, is not gonna know or care about any of that stuff. It's just that I have the mentality of a kid, and that's why I'm a grown man collecting toys for children. Right. But hey, if you're watching this, you probably are too. I decided to do a wheel swap after all. If you look at these images behind, you know, from the cartoon, it looks like it's running like disc DTM style wheels. This is someone else's rendering. Again, those moon DTM kind of wheels. So I had these blue Hot Wheels, and I repainted them. I just sprayed them with white and then swapped over the rear tires. So I think it actually works out for the better. So just give you a tip, if you have these Hot Wheels, you know, in this car, it's highly improbable, but if you wanted to, you can buy this Choro-Q pretty cheap, or I didn't pay much for it. Anyways, alright, thanks for watching again. See you around.